We shape our homes, and our homes shape us. I, Pallavi Arora of Fulcrum Homedecor, am here to transform your spaces into a dream home. Cheers to new beginnings and new memories, with a little bit of magic and lots of love. Welcome to Fulcrum Home Decor. My name is Pallavi and I'm here to help you transform your spaces into a home. Today is the third part in this series of a modern farmhouse decor that I have been showing you. If you haven't seen the other two before, then do go and check it out. The link will be in the description box. Today I'm going to be showing you the 3 bedrooms for the client. Before this, I have shown you the living room, the foyer, the entertainment room. We also have a dedicated video on the kitchen, so definitely go and have a look at that. Today I'm going to be taking you into the 3 bedrooms of the space. The entire house, as I mentioned in the earlier videos, is with the minimal, modern and a very farmhouse kind of a vibe. Now, since we are living in cities and we have to really take care of the ecosystem here in the city, so the farmhouse theme has been modernized a bit, and that is why we're calling it a modern farmhouse theme. So firstly, I will be taking you into the guest room of the space. Let's get started. So this is the guest room of the space. It is a fairly decent size 12 by 11 room, which comes with an attached washroom. So as soon as you enter the bedroom, the first thing you see is this beautiful giant window, which brings in a lot of sunlight, and it also brings in the entire ventilation to this room. So what we wanted to do is definitely celebrate that. We also wanted to house a big enough wardrobe for guests, because their parents and family will be coming, and once they come, they do come and stay for a longer period of time. So what we've done is to have a huge wardrobe on one side, and we have celebrated this window by creating a seating beneath it. What we've also done is to give a loft above and cabinets below the seating. So this seating kind of gets engulfed in this huge setup that we have without looking very bulky. We also have some bookshelves on the left of the seating, so that books or small artifacts can be housed, and this becomes like a very cozy corner to be in, and also acts as an additional area into the room. Right in front of the seating is where we've housed the bed. We wanted to use the entire length of the wall as soon as we enter, so we've used that as the headboard wall. We've paneled the headboard with fabric panels, so it gives that very cozy farmhouse kind of feel. And we've kept the bed a king size bed with 2 side tables on both ends. If you look at the side tables, you will notice that the side tables have also been designed with a very beautiful farmhouse pattern. This is called a shaker style, and it's very prevalent, and it kind of really reiterates the whole farmhouse vibe that is going on in this space. We've added wooden legs and kept the feel of the entire room in a very pale wood, very light cedar wood kind of a. The walls, we've added just a little bit of color through the paneling, through the wall colors. We've used a nice sage green. We've also used a little bit of pink in the space to just give it a little pop of color and freshen up the space without making it look very heavy and small. So as you know, in farmhouses, there are a lot of, the celebration is of whatever is available locally. So that is what we've tried to celebrate here. The wooden texture, the shaker style cabinets, the lovely wall art in the form of florals, and the colors that we've used in the florals, like the pink, peach, green, and these are all very English kind of colors, so to speak, and they all tie in very beautifully together to give this room a lovely farmhousing effect. And well, this is one of my favorite rooms. Well, I can't really say what is my favorite room here, but this room feels very cozy, very inviting, and I'm sure the guests are not going to be leaving here anytime soon. Now, from the bedroom, when we go towards the entrance of the room, is the washroom. We haven't really done much in the washroom. The tiles, everything was provided by the builder. We've just added this little mirror on top and added some storage below the counter. So this completes the tour of this guest room. This is the second bedroom of the house, which is primarily the kids' room. So they had two rooms in this 4.5 BHK apartment, where they had walk-in closets attached. So one room we have used as a master bedroom, which also has a balcony, which I'll show you in a bit. And the other room we've used like a children's room. Now this room is almost about 14 feet by 12 feet. So the room size is very big, and we have an attached space for the closet and the washroom. So primarily the furniture that we wanted to put into this room was a full-size bed. Even though my clients have one child right now, but we always wanted to have a provision for the future. So we went ahead with the full 6 by 6.5 size bed here. We have a huge study table, which I'll show you. And one of the things that the clients definitely wanted and were very keen about was a window seating. So this is the window that the child's room had, and thankfully it was a very centralized located window, as in it was centering this entire lobby wall. So what we decided to do was to have a seating in the middle and have cubbies on the sides. We kept the theme the same, farmhouse vibe, and we still wanted to add a little touch of the child to make it a little bit more kid friendly kind of a room. So we've added a seating, we've added cubbies where toys and books and things like that of the child can be kept. We've also added storage right above the seating, so that the seating kind of looks like a little zone in itself, and of course it acts as extra storage. What we've also done is provided shutters right below the seating, so these also can accommodate a lot of, there are so many things that kids have, and I think some of them are best when they're hidden away. So that's what this storage is going to be used for. Again, if you look at them closely, you'll find that all the shutters have a shaker style door. That is again to reiterate the farmhouse look that we wanted to go ahead in this entire room. This is the bed of, this is where we've hosted the bed, and as I mentioned, it's a full-size bed, but the clients again wanted the bed to be a tufted one because they wanted it to be kid-friendly. They wanted it no sharp edges, nothing where the child can actually get hurt. So what we've done is we've tufted the entire bed. But what we've also done is to give the child a very cute little headboard. So we wanted to have a little bit of a space theme, yet keeping it very minimal, not a very overpowering theme. So we went ahead with this and clouds is something that we wanted to incorporate. So what we've done is we've added the headboard in the shape of clouds. So just that whenever the child comes into the room, he's going to feel a little cozy and whimsical and magical here. So that's how we have done the room. The beds are also with storage. What we've done with the side tables is again have very cute rounded edges. So they look like child side tables, but we've maintained the same laminate that we've used in the entire home. So this is the study area that we have for the child. I understand a lot of you may feel that this is too big for a toddler, but yes, as I said, that when we design a room, we don't provision it for just now. It is going to be used for a long period of time, and we needed to provision it so that it can suit the requirements right now, and also serve a purpose later, a few years down the line. So what we've done here is to have this lovely huge study table. We've given cubbies on the sides because again, he's a toddler right now, and more than studies, he's going to have toys. And the best way to hide them off is in these cubbies rather than having drawers, because these cubbies can just be pulled out and carried anywhere, if the child wants to play on the floor or the bed, and it can actually make things look a little neat. putting things back in the drawer is not a toddler's thing. Let me tell you, that's from my experience. My child never puts things back. But this is probably a way in which we can train them. Back to the design. So yes, we've provided cubbies on both sides, and we've provided shelves above. So here are all his books, just reading material or storybooks, and a few toys can be housed. We have also given a provision. We've made it in a way that later in life, if whenever he has a lot more books and things, the space above can also be used. A few things that are missing right now in this video is we have provisioned here for a huge pegboard, which didn't make it on time for the video, and also the chair, so you would have seen that otherwise. But this is where we have the big pegboard where things can be pinned, and the child's art can be displayed. Also, because we don't have a drawer here, we are going to use this pegboard like more of a caddy, where we could hang a few little baskets where you keep his color pencils and stationery and things like that. Now, coming from this room is this space, which is the closet space. What we have done in this closet space here is to provide a full-size closet with a loft. And on the opposite wall of the closet, we have used, that was a wall which we broke down, and we've used the thickness of the wall, extended it slightly, and used it like an additional storage. So inside the storage, the way it is designed is where when he goes to play his sports, so his kit bags and different kind of helmets and toys, that can also be accommodated here. Plus, since it's a boy, I'm very sure he's going to have tons of shoes, so things like that can also be accommodated here. As of now, I understand that this wardrobe is not going to be used, but when you're getting work done, I would always suggest to kind of get it done completely, because then it the mess and all that doesn't happen later. So that's why the clients also wanted it. And since the area, the wardrobe area, the closet area is not very huge, we've given a sliding wardrobe. We've also given mirrors on the sliding shutters, just so that the space looks larger. There's a lot of reflection of light, and it doesn't feel claustrophobic. On the left of this walk-in closet is the washroom. Again, we haven't done much in this washroom either. We've only provided them with a small storage above and below, and we've created a niche in the bathroom area just for keeping their regular lotions and things like that. So that completes the tour of the kids' room. Now let's head to the master bedroom. This is the master bedroom of the flat. It's a very big size bedroom, I would say, because it has a walk-in closet along with it. Without the closet in itself, it is about 15 by 13, which if you had to accommodate the wardrobes here, that could have also very easily been possible. But since it's a large luxury 4 BHK flat, they have the provision of having walk-in wardrobes. I'll take you into the wardrobes in just a minute. But first, let me just show you the central piece of this room, which is this bed. So it was a very clear mandate that the clients gave me, was that they wanted something very neutral, they wanted something very classy, and they wanted something which had a very farmhouse vibe. So during the design process, when we were researching some farmhouse options, we realized that the beds in a farmhouse style of design are primarily made of very rustic wooden, with rustic wooden looks. That is something that my client was not very comfortable with. They definitely wanted to have a tufted bed because of the ease of comfort. Their child is still, sleeping with them because he's a toddler. So we wanted to have the farmhouse theme, but we wanted to have it in a little bit more luxurious way, so to speak, or in a much more cozy hygge way. So we've merged the modern style of design and the farmhouse style of design and created this beautiful bedroom, which is in a modern farmhouse vibe. So the first and the most central piece of furniture in this room is this bed. So the bed has a very lovely tufted back. Again, we didn't want to go ahead with a very heavy tufting. We wanted something which is very simple to the eye, and that's why we've chosen this pattern. But we also wanted to bring in the modern element, so we've added wings, so to speak. It's called wings to the headboard, so that it envelops the bed very beautifully. Then we've added these two nightstands right next to the bed. They have long drawers, and the laminate that we've used on them is constant almost throughout the entire house, all the 3 bedrooms at least, because we wanted to kind of have one continuous effect in the room. The handles that we've used on this on the side tables are of antique brass, and that is where the little modern element also gets a touch in this room. What we've done behind the bed is to give this amazing and beautiful paneling, which is like literally the focal wall, so to speak, of the room. So this molding is, the style of the molding is very farmhouse, but the way we've placed it is very modern. So we've kind of merged those styles together again in the back of the headboard. So this is the vanity area of the room. Now, as I mentioned that the wardrobes are inside, but we wanted to have a proper vanity here, but again not a very heavy one. What we also have done here, which I forgot to mention while I was mentioning the bed, is that there was a small window on this wall. That window was actually hampering the symmetry of the space, and it actually looked right into someone else's home. So the clients were very sure that they did not want this window. Now, since we were cutting off a very small source of light, but we definitely wanted to kind of balance that out by giving them another source of light, and that is what I've done by adding this huge mirror here. The wall right in front of the mirror is actually the balcony, which is attached to the bedroom. So by adding this mirror here, I have attracted the entire light here and reflected it into the entire room. So we could have kept the mirror very simple, but since it is the master suite and we wanted to add a little touch of glam as well, we've added this huge large scale mirror, and we've gone a little simple with the vanity at the end. So this is simple chest of drawer in a little bit of a smart modern shape, and it has nice and rounded edges. We've also again, the handles are the same, adding that modern touch to the space, and we've also added a puffy for her, which kind of matches the puffy or the ottoman right in front of the bed, and it brings in that little touch of color which is necessary in this room. So this is how we've kind of completed this side of the space. So this is the walk-in closet of the space. What we've done here is, this was earlier a wall which we broke down, and we just used that entire space to create wardrobes and cabinets over here. Because when you walk in, the space that you get even in the walk-in wardrobe was for just one male and one female wardrobe. Now, the clients were very particular. They wanted some more storage, in which, I understand as a master bedroom you need more storage. So we've created very lovely storage right in front of the wardrobe, which is what it looks like is a wall from the bedroom, but it actually is made out of plywood, and it is painted of just the same color, so you can't really make out. But this storage is great for handbags, for knickknacks, for her shoes. She's got a lovely collection of shoes, so she wanted a place to house that. So this kind of makes the entire small space still very storage friendly, and yet it doesn't look very clustered. Another thing that we've done is that have sliding wardrobes, so there is ample amount of space which we get, and it's not wasted while opening the doors of the wardrobe. And we've added mirror on them, so again there's a lot of reflection of light. The space doesn't look small and cramped, and it doesn't feel claustrophobic just after coming out of the shower. This is the master washroom of the house, and the client were not very sure of the tiles. They were not very happy with them, but changing the entire tiles would have become a lot of expense and time consuming, which we were not being able to accommodate. So what we've done here is we've added a lot of elements of black here. We've created these niches in the wall using black tiles, so it kind of takes away from the grayness and the pattern that was already there. We've added cabinets below the counter, which are also in a very beautiful black laminate. It looks almost like a granite, and that again takes away from the grey feel of the space. And just by adding a few bath accessories in black and beige and grey, dark charcoal grey, the bathroom almost comes together, and now the clients don't even feel that this is the same bathroom that they were not so happy about. So when I was accessorizing the space, we definitely wanted to keep it very neutral. So the color also that we've chosen, which is the focal color behind the bed, is a very beautiful taupey cream color, taupey beige kind of a color. It has a very, very slight pinkish peach undertone to it, and that is what we've played with in a lot of things in the room. We've kept the bedding very neutral. We've kept the headboard, which is tufted, again very neutral. The curtains are all, so it's pretty much a monochromatic kind of look. But what we've done is we've added a lot of prints and a lot of texture. So the bed sheet has a beautiful, bed spread has a very beautiful print. The cushions have a lot of texture to it. So the space doesn't look very boring. It still looks very comforting and cozy. The color that we've added is this beautiful wine kind of shade. Now, it is probably the darkest shade of the undertone of the paint that we have used. We've used that in the form of checks, and we've used it on the puffy for the dresser. We've used it in the ottoman right in front of the bed. We've also added a highlight cushion on the bed, which is in the same textured and patterned fabric. So that kind of completes the look, that kind of brings everything together in this room. The side tables, we've not accessorized them much since they have a toddler, and the clients were very particular that they wanted a very minimal kind of look, very luxurious but yet very minimal kind of feel. So we've just kept it very minimal. We've added wall sconces on both sides of the bed to reiterate the modern sense, and they're again in gold. But the shape is like a lantern, so it's a very modern farmhouse marriage, which looks very beautiful in this space. The other part of this lovely room or this house is that they had two balconies, one which is attached to the living room, which you have already seen, and one which is a smaller one, but it's a lovely sit out for the master bedroom. And let me take you there now. So with this wall in front of the bed, we've just added a few frames and a lamp, and we've added these lovely sheer curtains which look into the balcony. Since there's not a lot of need of privacy at the moment, these shears kind of work very well, but eventually they will require, they may have construction happening in the front, so we've added these thick curtains here, and this is how the balcony is. It's just a couple of seats for a small sit out for them to have their tea, or just to sit and read a book or something. And she also wanted to use this balcony to have a kitchen garden. So I've just done a little bit of initial work for her, just added a few plants which are regular vegetables and things that she may need, and she can definitely grow on them later. So yeah, this is the balcony, and that completes the tour of this room. So I hope you enjoyed this 3-part series of our modern farmhouse interior project that we have made, and it helped you understand another sense of design or another type of design that I have used. This is again, it is one of the really big projects, and the clients gave us a lot of flexibility. They were particular, which was very great. So they came to us very clear with their intention of having a farmhouse style home. But we were able to marry a few design styles and create a space which they can call their own home and their own safe space and their own haven. So thank you, Nitin and Mahi, for letting us do this place for you, and I hope all of you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen the entire series, definitely go into the description box and have a look at them, and I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to see your comments. What is it the part that you like the most? What is it that you felt was not so great? I'm happy to hear all of it. So definitely share that with us. We have a lot of short videos on each of these spaces, how I have accessorized the space, or how have we kind of put things together, and those are in form of reels and short videos which are all on Instagram. So definitely if any of you would like to see that, do give us a follow on Instagram to look at those behind the scene reels which are not visible in the YouTube video. So I'm hoping to see you again very soon with another project, another different design style, and lots more content. So do subscribe to the channel, stay tuned, and stay healthy, stay fit, and stay well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.